state retirees today.
State leaders say retired employees have to wait to get paid after a processing error. 16 WABT's Scott Simmons went to find out who's accountable.
Maddie Wade is a retired state worker depending on her pension from the state.
Due to the high volume of calls, we're unable to take your call at this time.
She says she kept getting an answering machine when the state didn't deposit her check or thousands of others on the first of the month.
Right now, I have about 4 overdrafts.
And how much is the overdraft charge?
I believe it's about $35.
$140 in charges and counting. Approximately 100,000 state retirees were in a fix Monday. The vast majority received their monthly retirement checks through direct deposit.
The PERS director was very clear that in large part this was the result of human error, but also troubling that the standard operating procedures that are in place for check deposits were not followed.
They call it human error. 3 levels of so-called redundancies to keep a check problem from happening. None of them followed.
Staff failed to follow the processes and standard operating procedures that were in place, and as a result, the direct deposit tape was not sent to the bank as it should have been.
Pat Robertson says those state workers who failed to follow procedure will be held accountable. In regards to those retirees who have overdraft or late fee charges, they need to call PERS.
And we'll handle it on an individual case-by-case basis.
Brenda Scott with the Mississippi Alliance of State Employees says state workers have had a hard enough time getting PERS to answer calls on this no deposit blunder.
I think it needs to be a lot of calls going into the governor's office, to the lieutenant governor, to the speaker, to the head of PERS, to try to get some answers. I think people on a case-by-case basis is not good enough.
She says they need assurances it won't happen again. Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.
Now, PERS says those with bank accounts with Regions should have received their deposits by 1 today. Those who use other banks should receive their deposits tomorrow. If you want to call PERS, the toll-free number is 1-800-444-PER.